Now on number 7 through 14, we're working backwards because now we are given the trinomial. This is the trinomial, this is number 7. So now we gotta find the two factors, right? The two binomials. Now, because the leading coefficient is 2, we gotta have a few other steps before finding the factors. Okay, and for that, we're gonna use this method called My Father Drives a Red Mustang. And this is just to help us remember the steps. The M stands for multiply, F for factor, divide, reduce, and move. Okay, so these are just the steps. Let me list them right here. Multiply, find the factor, and then divide, reduce, and move. Okay, so we're gonna do those. So let's do it. First, we're gonna multiply this number 2 times this number. Okay, because we want the leading coefficient to be 1, we're gonna get rid of these 2 for now, and let's write it like this: x squared plus 5x, and then right here is where we put that multiplication. So 2 times -7, 2 times -7 is -14, right? -14. So notice that now we don't have that 2 right here. We got rid of it. Okay, so that's this step. And then the next step is to find the factors, and that's when we have the two parentheses like this. We're gonna find those binomials. That's this one. So factors of x squared will be x times x. X times x will give you x squared, right? And factors of -14 that add up to 5. Now, if you remember, we find those factors, factors of 14, -14. So that will be 1 times 14 is 14. And also we can use 7 times 2 is also 14. Okay, but which pair will give you the sum of 5? Okay, which pair will give you this 5 right here? This one, there is no way to get that, right? 7 plus 2 is 9. But if we do 7 minus 2, we get 5. So this one will have to be, the 2 will have to be negative, because 7 minus 2 is 5. So that's what we want. This is our numbers that we need. The 7 has to be positive, right, in order to get positive 5. And same here, if you multiply 7 times -2, you will get that number -14. So the 2 has to be negative. Okay, so the factors will be positive 7, positive 7, and the 2 will have to be negative. Okay, so that's something that we learned early in the year, to find these two factors. Find the factors of the last term that add up to the middle term. So those numbers will be these two. Okay, and the next step is to divide. Now right here, since we multiply by the leading coefficient 2, now we're gonna take that number and we are going to divide. Okay, it's like undoing the process. So divide both numbers by 2. And the next one is reduce. Okay, so can we simplify these fractions? Can we reduce only this one, right? Because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So let me write this one. This is the same as 2 divided by 2 is 1 right here. And this one we will get a decimal. We don't want to get decimals right here. This one will be 3.5, and we don't want that. So that's the last step. If the fraction cannot be reduced, then we're gonna move this number, the denominator right here in front of the x. Okay, so now it will look like this. 2 will be in front of the x, x plus 7. Okay, so now these are the two factors that we need, like in the other examples. If we were to multiply these two factors, we will get this trinomial. Okay, so see how we work backwards. Now we get, we were given this and we get the two factors. Okay, so that's how we do number 7. The next one I'm doing is number 11, and I'm gonna follow just the steps right here. Again, we are given the trinomial. We have to find the two factors. So first we have to multiply this number 6 by 6, okay? And when we do that, we're gonna get rid of it. Okay, so let's rewrite it. We're gonna have x squared plus 5x, and right here 6 times negative 6 will give you negative 36. Okay, so we got them multiplied. Next we gotta find the factors. So the factors will be when you open the parentheses, find the factors of x squared. So that's gonna be x times x. And now for these two numbers, find the factors of 36 that add up to 5. Okay, 36 that add up to 5. So that's gonna be, I think, 9 times 4. 9 times 4 is 36. But one of them has to be negative because this is negative 36. So it will have to be the 4, right? The 4 will be 9 minus 4 will give you 5. And that's what we want. So these are our numbers. The two factors will be, this will be positive 9 and the 4 will be negative. Okay, so these are our factors. And next, we have to do what? We have to divide. Next, we have to divide by the first number we multiplied, so by 6. So I'm dividing this by 6 like this. Okay, we're almost there. Now the next step is to reduce, simplify. So can this be simplified? And even though they're gonna be decimals, we can still simplify because one number divides 9 and 6. We can simplify this fraction. The number that divides this 9 and 6 will be 3, right? 3 goes into 9 and 3 goes into 6. So 9 divided by 3 is 3 and 6 divided by 3 is 2. Okay, same here. We can simplify this. One number divides 4 and 6, and that is 2 because 4 divided by 2 is 2 and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Okay, so that is simplified. We simplify the two fractions. And then last, we cannot have fractions, right? So we gotta move this denominator. We gotta move it in front of the x. So this number will move right here. This number will be moved right here in front of the x. So we're gonna have to rewrite this like this. So move it to x plus 3 and move this one 3x minus 2. Okay, so these are our two factors. That will be the answer for this. This is how we factor. Okay, that's it, my students. I hope this video helped you to work on those problems. Remember, show your work on all of your problems to get full credit, and stay safe. I hope that you have a great